So this is what my basket looks like. As you can see, it's a little bit falling apart. It's just one I've had for a few years now. I have just a variety of things in here. Like I said, we've never done a morning basket per se, but this month seemed like a good time to do that. So I thought I would just show you what we have in here. We have, during the month of December, we do a lot of Christmas and Advent things together. So that's most of what's in here, plus a few other things. First thing I have is Element Battleship. Found this idea on Pinterest, and my kids really love Battleship right now. So I thought this would be a good thing since we are studying chemistry this year. So you just take a couple periodic tables and laminate them, put them in a file folder so that you have a setup reminiscent of the game. And then, you play it the normal way. I had the kids circle theirs. They did it on the top, a 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then they did that. It's been fun. They've become more familiar with with the different element names and where to find them, what category they are, if they're what kind of metal or whatever. So they enjoy that, and we just used dry erase markers. The next item is called Unwrapping the Christmas Gift by Ann Voskamp. It is a beautiful, beautiful Advent book. If you do a Jessie tree, there's instructions on how to incorporate that in this. So each day starts off with a beautiful picture. There's a Bible reading, and then a story to go along with it, discussion, and then there's a section on thoughts to discuss and family activities that you can do to go along with whatever that reading was. It is a beautiful book. This book runs, I think it was like $24 on Amazon. It's just a really, really delightful book. And again, that was called Unwrapping the Greatest Gift. As you can see, this is a well-loved book. It's called the Jesus Storybook Bible. I probably look forward to doing the Advent reading in this more than the kids do, honestly. They enjoy it, but I love it. I shared this on Instagram a couple weeks ago. This is the reading list we do with it. This came from Home with the Boys blog. There are several blogs that have this series, or this Advent reading list. I will link it below. The book is really, I love the pictures in it. I love the way the story is told. I don't know if you can read that, but it says, the tagline is, every story whispers his name. So every story that they do in here, they point it to Jesus and what comes from how each story points to him and to his arrival. The story of how God loves his children comes to rescue them. It takes the whole Bible to tell the story, and at the center of the story there is a baby. Every story in the Bible whispers his name. He's like a missing piece in a puzzle, the piece that makes all the other pieces fit together, and suddenly you can see a beautiful picture. And that's what I really love, is how they connect them and show the connection, I guess I should say. So this is really good. We also have a Easter reading that we do from it, as well as other times, but yeah, this is a great one. But it's one that I would say I don't love the audiobook version of. I really love the printed version more. We are also reading J.R.R. Tolkien's Letters from Father Christmas. Every year he would write a letter from Santa to his children. So they include like the actual letter as well as a printed translation, so it's easier of it. They're just fun stories. Fun, but it's fun to see the creativity and the magic that he helped create help give it to his children through it. Next up is a project that we are working on right now. It's called The Great Thanksgiving Lesson by StoryCorps. It is still available. I mean, it says Thanksgiving, but it's still available. We are getting we're going to have my in-laws here soon, as well as my mom. So that's why we're doing this, having the kids do it. But if you don't know StoryCorps, they do stories, kind of stories of everyday people, and the stories get recorded left into the Library of Congress. So they put together this resource to help kids be able to interview someone in their family or friend of the family. And there's a whole curriculum designed to go with it, lesson plans and stuff. But there are questions that they can pick out from it. They have the printed one, and they also have an app if you want to use it on your phone. So we've got the list and then the planning worksheets for it. Each kid's going to interview one grandparent, maybe two, depending on how long it takes us. We've never done it before, but I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. So we've been working on that as a family. I also just have plain paper in here for the kids to draw as I am reading or as we're listening. We've got a couple videos that we've been watching on the iPad. So just some paper for them to do while they're doing that. Next thing is the Birth of Jesus Timeline by Grapevine Timeline. If you don't know this one, I'll find the kids' work. So you have different verses to read, and while you're reading it, they are supposed to draw kind of just using stick figures depicting the scenes. And then they have a memory verse to work on and review questions. We've done this several times, and it's just kind of a fun way to do it. They've also, I just saw, released one about the Maccabees. So I think we will do that one next year. And then this is really good. I enjoy it quite a bit. It helps to get the order of things. What I really love about this is that you learn so many Bible stories, but you don't necessarily learn them in order. And so it can be hard to kind of make connections for kids, or else this helps. They have Old Testament, and they have New Testament. They have all kinds of these. This one also, I forgot to mention, is the multi-student level. They haven't broken them down by kind of grade spans. I just adapt them each time, and so far it's worked for us, but they do have different levels. Anyway, so there'll be something for you to read, and then questions to discuss, and what your students should draw. You can show them the example, or they can just draw on their own. So anyway, we enjoy that quite a bit. We also have a few things we are watching on Netflix. I have a profile just for school of things that obviously are school related. As I put more things on the playlist and rate things, it does a pretty good job of finding more recommendations for me, but it's just a nice way that I can give this to the kids and say, go watch something if I need them to. But anyway, we have a few titles on here we're going to watch this month, like Frozen Planet. There's an episode of Life. I have a printable over on my blog that has more than 50 shows on Amazon and Netflix for you to stream this winter. So I will link that below so you can get some ideas. So we'll work our way through some of those during this month as well, during during our basket time. And then I also have just some colored pencils for drawing and for the timeline. A Bible for the readings. And then this game from All About Reading. I will give you the link down below. It's a polar bear whole pack, but this one it's memory. It's game of memory with rhyming words. They have them by levels. So level 4 is above where Matthew is right now, but I'm including it for Ben. But they are broken down by level, which is very helpful. So if you have multi-age kids, and then so like lick and thick, and the polar bears are always a blue and a green. Well, I have that in there as well. So that's our morning basket. Titles for all of this will be linked below. And thanks for watching.